There are many ways to enjoy the Sandia Mountains: hiking, mountain biking, horseback riding, even paragliding. And a couple of UNM professors are now making sure rock climbing is on that list.
Yeah, they ventured out into the wilderness and developed dozens of new climbing routes and then put everything you need to know in a guidebook.
Griffin Rushton has an inside look at the new guidebook and joins us from what appears to be a rock climbing wall. Griffin.
Yeah, every rock climber has got to start somewhere, and if you're a newbie like me, you probably want to take your chances on one of these indoor climbing walls here at Stone Age Climbing Gym in northeast Albuquerque. This is where a lot of rock climbers come to sharpen their skills before they venture out into the wilderness to scale New Mexico's rocky boulders and towering cliffs. But longtime climbers will tell you those trips usually require a drive out to Santa Fe or Socorro because there's just not a lot of established rock climbing routes in the Sandia Mountains. That was until two UNM professors got together and mapped out a new adventure destination.
So Nova Canyon lives in that V notch between the point and the Tridents.
And that's where you'll find dozens of new rock climbing routes, all thanks to these two UNM professors, Michael Russo and Ben Warner.
And I always ask the question, why can't we go climb in the Sandias? And there was this idea, there was this narrative that, well, that's too extreme. At a certain point, it became pretty apparent that we could just develop a place where climbers in Albuquerque could come up here, enjoy the routes, and no longer would they have to drive to Santa Fe every time they want to go rock climbing.
The avid rock climber spent 6 months mapping out more than 70 new routes of varying difficulties.
It's a lot of labor, a lot of somewhat complex rope management, figuring out how to access from the top, a lot of scrub brushes, and eliminating dangerous precariously perched rocks or boulders that could fall on climbers, or cut ropes, and then being mindful of how to optimize the wall.
They compiled all their work into this new guidebook, and they decided to give all the proceeds to the Albuquerque Mountain Rescue Council.
Bad luck can befall anybody in the wilderness, and we're just there to help out anybody.
The nonprofit volunteer group specializes in highly technical rescue operations, such as a trapped rock climber. And council leaders say the extra money will help keep their rescue gear in peak condition.
This rough terrain chews up ropes and gear, and things get damaged, and so we're constantly evaluating and replacing gear, and that's not cheap at all, so we really appreciate this.
Unlocking new adventures in Albuquerque's backyard.
At the end of the day, it's all about building a robust community of outdoor recreationalists here in Albuquerque.
You can pick up a copy of the new Nova Canyon Rock Climbing Guidebook right here at Stone Age Mountain Climbing Gym. And of course, you can get a few practice climbs in. And if you're feeling the rock climbing itch right now and don't know where to start, you should know City of Albuquerque is hosting a free beginner's course in early September. And you have to register for that by tomorrow, though. So we're going to put all those details up on KOB.com. And I'm going to see how far I can get up this wall.
Yeah, Griffin, we can tell you've been practicing a little bit this morning, all right?
That's hard work. All right, good job, Griffin. Thank you.